Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's tell him to start. Sorry, I had my mic off.
It's a 5 second delay.
Are we live?
5 second delay.
5, 4. All right, Wes, we're live.
There we go. We got 8 viewers right now. 9. Game is starting. First game, round of 16.
Okay, welcome to Stimulus Gaming. It's our very first tournament. The first round is going to be a round of, what was it, 16 that we have?
Yes, it is 16.
All right, round of 16. So the first round is going to be, it's single elimination. So our first match is between Azriel and Kogenji. Azriel is our rank 8 master, isn't he?
He is rank 8. He is.
Okay, and
Well,
let's see, Kogenji, I actually don't have too much on him.
SC2 ranks is in favor of being pretty retarded today, so
Okay, so
just a pretty standard ZPT, you know.
Zelnaga Cavern should be a fun game to watch these two go for it.
Yeah.
So actually, I was just told by Thunders that our Zerg player here is a platinum Zerg player.
And take note that this is MLG Zelnaga, so they do have a supply depot at the bottom of the ramp, which helps defend against stuff like supply bunkers and just bunker rushes, blocking your opponent in, stuff like that.
Right, so that'll so what that basically just prevents a certain pathing, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're not able to build buildings over the supply depot or anything, so it was mainly to help against a lot of kind of different cheeses that were going on and just early game kind of bullshit, or my bad, strategies that people were just not in favor of.
Now, we know about swearing on a live cast, don't we?
Yes, we do.
All right, so
Professionalism.
yeah. Okay, so we have a spawning pool dropping down on 11. And here we have our Terran player. He's going to be dropping his barracks now. So far, nothing too surprising, so it looks like it's a standard startup game. So what do you think would favor Azrael most here against our Zerg player, knowing the map that he's going to be going up against? Because Kogenji could go for a fast expand and secure that quite easily.
Well, the main thing that Ezreal's going to have to do is he's going to have to stay on top of scouting. He's going to have to know whether he's fast expanding or whether he's going to try to one-base push. And he's going to have to put on a lot of pressure, because if Zerg gets expansions on this map, it's not hard for them to just spread that creep all the way to your base. And when that creep is spread all the way to your base, I mean, there's not much you can do at that point.
And we
They,
have
they can see you.
And right now, our Terran player, Azrael, is going to be scouting the spawning pool. He is going to scout the gas, so that should signal him speedlings, I would assume. But we also have our Terran player who has his refinery down already, and he is getting up a factory. So he's going Rax
Very
factory.
quick factory.
Yes, he is getting that reactor up. So my guess is we're going to see some Hellions over here.
That is actually exactly probably what is going to happen. Although I'm surprised that he wouldn't put the factory further back just to stop any kind of scouting. So right now, if the Zerg player ever scouts, he's going to know right away that to expect early Hellions or an early tank timing push.
Yeah, I think building it
Especially
a
since
little
he can see
bit
the
further
factory.
back would have been great. And so Kogenji was able to take out that SCV, and he is switching into roaches here. He is grabbing his speed upgrade for his Zerglings.
2 Hellions on the way.
Yes, sir. And here we have a tech lab for the barracks, getting out some Marauders, or he's going to switch into siege tanks. So
Yeah,
let's
the
see,
Zerg
where
player
do
is going to
those
scout exactly what's going on.
exactly? Well, he already ran out of there, and he is going to see those Hellions. Obviously, there goes a roasted drone. So
2 spine crawlers instantaneously are thrown down for Kogenji. As soon as he sees the reactor on the factory.
And you know, that's a great response to this push here. I would have liked to have seen one of the spine crawlers maybe go closer in towards the actual mineral line. It'll better protect the drones over here. So he is going to be able to roast away maybe a few drones. He gets two of them, and he's going to get us around. He gets another two, and he is doing some damage over here. He is taking out all of these drones. All right, roaches come
Drones
up.
galore.
Roaches came up to
That
save the
roach
day.
warden was timed perfectly.
It
He got
was.
those roaches out just in time in order to defend his drones and not lose as many as he could have there.
So he is still producing Hellions, so he's going to keep pushing that when he knows that roaches are out on the field. And he's getting out his Marauders. Still no expansion yet for our Terran player. Obviously our Zerg player can't do that right now. And so far, seems like our Zerg player is just trying to recover from that hit. He needs to drone up a little bit.
Yeah, although he did lose some drones pretty early on, he still manages to keep the unit count pretty similar, 22 drones as to 23 SCVs.
Exactly.
I mean, he did a pretty good job there.
Yep, and he is. So we have our Terran player who is two Marauders, 3 Hellions. So his army count, I'd say is more superior to what our Zerg player has right now. His command center is going down, and he is getting his siege tanks ready, and siege mode is getting ready. He is pushing out with these Hellions over here. He's going to scout out that expansion, and those roaches, once they're off that creep, they're going to have a hard time killing those Hellions.
Yeah, he has the roaches are in the hold position though. He knows not to let those what are they? The Hellions get by, because if the Hellions get by, he doesn't want to lose any drones. He would rather sacrifice a few drones or sacrifice a roach as to lose many drones and just get put even further behind in this very first game.
Absolutely, because drones are extremely cheap to make, especially in this part of the game. He is going to grab some spore crawlers. I guess he feels the threat of banshees.
More than likely, yeah.
You
Here
know,
comes
but
actually right now and pretty close to the Zerg natural tank with stim actually is finished right now, so he could stim push with the tank and a few Hellions and possibly take this game right now.
he could, and this is a scary army that he's up against. I mean, he is up against, siege mode tanks, Marauders, Marines, and Hellions, which is more than capable of taking out the army that he's up against. However, he is going to position those spine crawlers perfectly to grab that ramp. But if the Terran player can get some sight, he will be able to take those out with a siege tank.
Yeah, absolutely. And at the same time, the macro hatch does go down for Kajenji. He's just going to be trying to get as much larvae as he can to produce units that are going to be able to defend his base, because he's in a tight spot right now.
And at the same time, our Terran player will get his second command center up and running, or his orbital command. And he is grabbing out some more factories. He is switching into starport. Basically, he's doing a great job of containing the Zerg player, though. The Zerg, he will need to expand soon. He won't be able to do much against us if he doesn't get that expansion. Proxy Hatch will only get him his army up so fast, but he needs to get more minerals.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling right now that the Zerg player is going to find himself too far behind to be able to recover at this point.
You know,
he's just been contained so well.
Looking at the income tab, we have about 1,200 resources coming in for our Terran player, and that's not really with using all of his energy. And our Zerg player is still sitting at 680, 34 harvesters to 20. So it's sitting heavily favored for the Terran player in terms of a macro match, and definitely army-wise, it's not looking too good. So our Zerg player is grabbing out some Zerglings here to help get us around, but it just won't be enough, I don't think.
I don't think it will be either. Here comes a medevac on the way that's going to be able to heal any of those infantry units if they do decide to stim and run in. I mean,
I would have been happy. I think Banelings would have done a much better job based on his position. Maybe I'm wrong there, but I think those would have definitely done some devastating damage to the Terran army.
I think Banelings would have been the answer that Kojenji is looking for in order to contain the Terran player rather than be contained. I mean, that's what StarCraft comes down to a lot of the times in the early game, is contained or be contained, and, the Terran player did what he needed to do.
And here we have the Terran player making a push, and I believe that's going to be game. I There's really not much to recover from this. The army is completely gone for the Zerg player. He is really low on his minerals. Our Terran player has his second expansion with both the gas up and running. And there's the GG from Kogenji.
There's the GG from Kogenji. We're going on now to game 2. In the round of 8, actually. This was a single elimination round, so Azrael moves on, and Kogenji is unfortunately eliminated.
So currently, our bracket is looking like, so here we have Kogenji and Azrael. So Azrael's moving on, and Flavalanche will be moving on as well, correct?
I believe so, yes. I'm actually checking right now.
Okay. So we're going to take a quick break, guys, and we'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
Gotta get our brackets sorted out here so that we can continue to get these games coming for you guys. So stick around and enjoy.
Hey. I'm live.
So, his voice is very, very low. His voice
We've been messing with it all day. How are the other matches going?
Good. Hold on. Okay, so right now we got Stim Schizo, moved on. Let's see. Can you talk to Doomfail and see if Shumo got in the game? Because he messaged me a while ago. Oh my god.
Okay, guys, we are back from a commercial break. We are just getting ready to jump into our second round. We are waiting to see the result of some of the other matches, so one of our admins is looking that up right now. And Plus Minus wants to have an interview. I don't know what I'd interview him about. I mean, do you have any ideas, Streaks? What do we interview him on?
Game 1 interview. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we would interview about game 1. How did you feel about Zelnaga Caverns, and how did the first game go for you? I mean, those would be the only questions I could really think of this early on in the competition.
Oh, well, he's saying after one of his games. So, clearly he had a auto win. So I'm being told that some people are having a hard time hearing Streak's voice. So if you could just raise up your volume. We've been kind of tweaking with it throughout the day. We're having a hard time setting up XSplit and getting the Skype sounding well. So if you have any ideas or suggestions, please drop them in the comment box, because we've been messing with it all day and having a hard time with it. We tried VAC and that didn't work out too well. So any comments would be helpful.
Sorry for the interruption. Would you guys like to cast round of 16 Shumo versus Doomfail?
Yeah, if they're just...
Why not? Yeah, let's get more games up for the viewers.
Late. I'll set it up for you guys right now.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure anyone that's watching would rather watch a game rather than a loading screen or a menu. I mean, let's do it.
Okay, they're going to invite you.
Alright, sounds good. Let me leave my party here.
I decided to be in a game.
PUD, PUD, PUD.
And,
I'm in no game.
I'm sorry. I meant,
I'm in every game.
Shumo decided to be in a ladder match, and he had some other important business, I guess.
So, like we said, this is Stimulus Gaming's. It's our very first in-house tournament. It's kind of one of those tournaments where we're testing the waters, seeing how things go, and also getting a little bit of a practice going with our live stream. So we are messing with it. So Streaks, I'm actually going to pass you a lead here, so that way you can take care of this while I keep chatting away. So
absolutely, yeah.
So we're just we're getting acquainted with it. We are getting some more popularity. Please visit our website. It's www.stimulusgaming.com. Also our Facebook. It's facebook.com/stimulusgaming. And there we post everything from news, updates, info. We have forums. We have a lot of high-ranked players chatting and giving strategy. And we're also working with... I don't know what happened there.
I kicked everybody because it would not let me make a new game. It's not letting me set up observers.